All right, hey there, viewers. So today I got a 2012 Hyundai Genesis. This is also the girlfriend's car. Probably the reason why she's dating me, right? Must be Hyundai mechanic on her Tinder profile, so I, had to swipe left. No, I'm just joking, but we did meet on Tinder though. So she has a complaint, her sunroof. Let me see if I can show you, but apparently, with all the sunroof I deal with at Hyundai, oh man. Them not opening, cable assembly, or the motor teeth on the gears are stripped out, but this is what it does. Yeah, you hear that noise? The teeth is stripped out, and it's just the motor's just spinning in that spot. So yeah, I had a customer. It was a Veracruz. Also had the same issue. Other than the panoramic roofs, where they have issues from opening after a while because all the dirt and stuff gets into it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just make sure the sunroof is closed, and she'll just leave it. Plus, they're not cheap. Also, this car has 95,400 kilometers. But also, another thing when I was driving this car is also making this whining noise, which is very common on the V6s. See if I can show you. I think you can already hear it. It's making that. So, what it is, a lot of the time, is the idler pulley. That one or the pulley on the tensioner. One of them, it's either one of them. Simple way is you take the belt off and you just spin it by hand. It'll feel kind of rough. Also, when people think it's the alternator making that charge, like they said it's charging, it's not that. Just so you know. But this thing is also a 3.8 liter V6. It's also direct injected. And one thing I saw down there while I was just taking a look is there's a skull there. Some rodent died there. Oh man. And especially when with these Hyundais, you gotta take the skid plate off. But yeah, anyways, yeah, maybe a future video on this car, since it's direct injected. Before I left Hyundai, our supplier for the BG products gave me his card and was like, if you need anything from BG, let me know, and I'll, he'll give me some BG products just to put on my videos. So I'll probably take his offer on that. But other than that, I am just gonna do the oil change on this car because she's due for an oil change. All right, so I'm down underneath here. They do give you an access hole to drain the oil, but there's no access hole right here to get to the filter. So what's the point of that drain plug if you're just gonna take the skid plate off anyways? So yeah, I'm just gonna go around, and there are these bolts here that holds the skid plate around the edges. See if I can grab that skull and then show it to my girlfriend and see what she says. And yeah, and I'll bring you back. All right, so here's that skull. I'll save that for later. I'll just put it right here. All right, so now that I got the skid plate off, there's your oil filter. It should take a 27 millimeter, I think. And then the drain plug is a 17. All right, got my drain plug underneath here. Got my 27 mil. Should be a 27. Crack it loose. Yep, I'll let that drain. So there's actually like a little slot for it to drain out of. You just let it out slightly. So yeah, there's no like a little valve or something you can push in to drain it, but it does have a little groove that the oil can seep out of if you just back off the filter enough. So I'll just let that drain. All right, that's mostly drained, I guess. So I'm just gonna take this filter out. And hopefully they gave me the right filter, because there's like 4 engine choices for this car. Because this thing has a, on these Genesis, they have a 3.3 liter, 3.8 liter V6, and then I think a 4.6 liter and a 5 liter V8. So yeah. So definitely got the correct filter compared to the old one. But just to show you how black the oil is, that's what it looks like. And she's only put 3,000, a little bit over 3,000 kilometers on it. But it has been, you know, almost a year. She doesn't drive very much. She spends a lot of time, you know, getting the car up to temperature. So she has heat in the car before she actually leaves for work. And her work is only like 7 minutes away. One time I was like, "That's where you live? Why do you even need a car?" But yeah, so just because you don't go by the mileage, you should also definitely go by the time, because, you know, it'll still get dirty if you're idling your car. All right, and I don't want to flip this upside down and get oil everywhere, but I already just wiped down the floor. But if you're wondering how much torque you want to put on the filter, they actually label it on the bottom here. It says 35 Newton meters. So they actually give you a torque spec on the bottom of the oil filter, if you're wondering. So yeah, that 35 Newton meters isn't very much. You don't have to tighten it very much, because you just got to go until it snugs, and that O-ring does its job by sealing it. And that should be it. Let's go ahead and clean off the oil, and then drain the rest of the oil over there. Oh, it's tight. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Dragged it loose. All right, let's see how my pull-out game is. Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm just going to let that drain. All right, so everything's all tightened up and drained. I also put the car back on the floor, or on the ground. This thing also takes 5W30, so that's what I'm going to be putting in there. So I'm going to pour that. Oh, girlfriend brought me bubble tea. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Look, I found your ex-boyfriend. I put him outside here. There's your ex-boyfriend.